Hello everyone and welcome back to another GCSE Biology revision session. Today we're diving into magnification calculations and key skills for your exams. This video is part of the Microscopes and Magnification series, so check out the other videos in this playlist. Let's get started. By the end of this video, you'll be able to define magnification and resolution, recall the magnification formula, and apply the formula confidently, including unit conversions where needed. Before we dive into magnification calculations, let's quickly recap the microscopic units we use in biology. These units help us measure things that are far too small to see with the naked eye, like cells, organelles, and molecules. Here's what you need to remember. 1 millimetre is equal to 1000 micrometers, 1 micrometre is equal to 1000 nanometers, and 1 nanometre is equal to 1000 picometres. A key rule is when converting to a smaller unit, multiply, and when converting to a larger unit, divide. You can use the acronym MISDIL taught in the unit conversion lesson. If you're going from micrometers to nanometers, you're multiplying. Multiply if going to a smaller unit, miss. If you're going from nanometers to micrometers, you will divide. Divide if going to a larger unit, DIL. If you need to review this, see my other video on converting microscopic units, also linked below. This is essential when working with magnification calculations because your final answer must always be in the correct unit to score full marks in the exam. Let's keep this in mind as we move on to the magnification formula. Let's start with the basics. Magnification means making something appear larger than it really is, usually using a lens or a microscope. It helps us to see tiny structures like cells and organelles in much more detail. Resolution is the smallest distance between 2 points that can still be seen as separate. The higher the resolution, the clearer the image. So while magnification makes things bigger, resolution makes things sharper. Here's the formula you need to remember to calculate magnification. Image size is equal to actual size or real object size times magnification. If you arrange the formula into a formula triangle, you can remember I am or I over A and M. You can rearrange it depending on what you're trying to find. To find magnification, you do image size divided by actual size. To find actual size, you do image size divided by magnification. To find image size, you do actual size times magnification. Let's try applying this formula together. The first practice question reads, a hair strand with a diameter of 80 micrometers was magnified. The diameter of the hair on the magnified image is 20,000 micrometers. Calculate the magnification of the hair. Step 1 is we must cover up what we're trying to find in the formula triangle. We are trying to find magnification, so let's cover that. Step 2 is to place the provided values into the formula. The image size is 20,000 micrometers and the actual size is 80 micrometers. To apply the formula, we do 20,000 micrometers divided by 80 micrometers. We do not need to do any unit conversions as both the image size and the actual size are in the same units. The answer for magnification is 250 times. Let's do another practice question together. The second question reads, a phagocyte was magnified to 20 millimeters. Calculate the actual size of the white blood cell in micrometers if it was magnified 1,000 times. Step 1 is we must cover up what we're trying to find in the formula triangle. We are trying to find the actual size now, so let's cover that. Step 2 is to place the provided values into the formula. The image size is 20 millimeters and the object size has been magnified 1,000 times. To apply the formula, we do 20 millimeters divided by 1,000. The answer for the real size of the phagocyte is 0.02 millimeters. Step 3 is to complete a unit conversion. As the question states, we must find the actual size in micrometers. There are 1,000 micrometers in 1 millimeter. Since we are going from a larger unit, millimeters, to a smaller unit, micrometers, we must multiply. Multiply if going to a smaller unit, miss. The final answer for the actual size is 20 micrometers. Last practice now. The third question reads, a pollen grain has been magnified 80 times. Calculate the image size in millimeters if the actual size of the grain is 500 micrometers. Step 1 is we must cover up what we're trying to find in the formula triangle. We are trying to find the size of the image, so let's cover that. Step 2 is to place the provided values into the formula. The actual size is 500 micrometers and the object has been magnified by 80 times. To apply the formula, we must do 500 times 80. The answer for the image size of the pollen grain is 40,000 micrometers. Step 3 is to complete a unit conversion. As the question states, we must find the image size in millimeters. There are 1,000 micrometers in 1 millimeter. And since we are going from a smaller unit, micrometers, to a bigger unit, millimeters, we must divide by 1,000. Divide if going to a larger unit, dill. The final answer for the image size is 40 millimeters. Now that we've practiced how to apply the magnification formula, it's time for you to have a go yourself. The question reads, a student observes a leaf cell under a microscope. The magnification used is 400 times. The image of the cell measures 3.2 centimeters across. Calculate the actual size of the cell in micrometers. When you are ready, pause the video and attempt the question, checking your units as you go. And press play when you are ready to see the answers. Right, let's go through the answers. Step 1 is to work out the actual size by doing 3.2 divided by 400, which gives us 0.008 centimeters. Step 2 is to convert the centimeters into millimeters. We do this by multiplying 0.008 by 10, which gives us 0.08 millimeters. Finally, step 3 is to convert the millimeters into micrometers. We do this by multiplying 0.08 by 1,000, which gives us a final answer of 80 micrometers. You can find more practice questions from the free Tutorism Microscopes and Magnification workbook. There is also a Microscopes and Magnification examination practice pack. See the details in the description below. Right, well done. Today you've successfully learnt how to define magnification and resolution, recall the magnification formula, and apply the magnification formula, demonstrating correct unit conversions when required. If you found this video helpful, please share and give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to stay updated with the rest of the Microscopes and Magnification series. See you next time.